resources.
Thank you. They're hungry. International hunger.
Oh my goodness.
What is hunger? I don't know. But it's pretty cool, isn't it? Boom. Hunger is when you don't have the proper nutrients you need for your body to like keep on running and give you energy and like just to keep the fight going. So you just like basically waste away. Can you focus up here?
Yeah.
Thanks. So like that's why people can have like a bunch of access to food. Like you could have all the rice in the world but still starve because you don't have the nutrients that you need. Okay. Africa. Hunger. Hunger is a lot more common than everyone thinks, right? You think, oh, United States, we have a ton of food. Oh, Europe, there's a ton of food there. Wrong. Look at this place. Yo, you're right. I'll just like say when to. No, back. Right. So Africa is really hungry, and so are so many other countries. You need to acknowledge that. Okay. Why? Why is there so much hunger around the world? Poverty. Poor public policy.
What is public policy?
We'll get to that. And economy. If you've got people So lots of the time, hunger can be reduced by education. You teach people why people are going hungry. They can prevent it, like investing in agriculture for other people and other countries. That's what lots of organizations do. Yeah, and conflict obviously can lead to it too, like Ukraine and Russia. Everyone's like so focused on that they don't like focus on Africa. It's not just Africa though. It's other places, right? Everyone's like devoting all their time and energy and like resources to Ukraine to help them, and they're not focusing on the big picture.
What's the big picture?
Okay. Interesting facts.
Sorry, Blaine.
I wanted to show it. Yeah.
You think not throwing away your leftovers would solve hunger crisis?
No.
No.
But it'd be a start.
We have to clap at that.
Okay. You guys get like look at Hungary may actually experience a food shortage soon. How soon? We don't know. Depends on a number of different things. And like 30 organizations. So this includes things like Bread Around the World and others that are in here. Look at. So world hunger had been decreasing. This is a really interesting point. So world hunger had been decreasing because all these organizations and people are really devoting their time. You probably heard about Elon Musk. So anyway, they're devoting into this. And like it was actually going down quite fast. We were getting many people were actually getting food and getting the help they needed. But then COVID came along and screwed over everybody. Well, not everybody, just those people. And yeah, like it increased a lot, which is a really bad thing. And like now it's back to like leveling out, but it's still not decreasing at the same rate it was. And as you've probably seen on my slide before,
Reward a sad feeling.
that it's like strongly related through hunger. Or no, I was through poverty. Because like unequal distribution of currency doesn't allow people to. I can't hear myself think. So people aren't able to like invest in the proper things, and different countries don't get as much money, so they can't grow as much food and eat as much food and nutrients that they need. So they eventually like start to starve, and like organizations like, not to like call anybody out, but like Nike
Whoa.
or Nike, right? They outsource all of their work to China, and they get all the Chinese kids that work for practically this is a serious issue, right? They get them all
You can finish it.
okay, they get them all to work like super hard for like nothing. Like we have $15 per hour, they have like 3 pennies per hour. Not even pennies. Whatever the Chinese currency is. Okay, but yeah, and then from what they had, the people making their stuff before, they send it all there. So the people that were actually putting in the time and work and labor and blood, sweat, and tears don't get that reward to give to their family, so they can't buy food for their family. So that's your question.
What does the picture have to do with the topic here?
Well, see how skinny he is.
I knew he was gonna say that.
Both of them.
Okay.
looking. They're looking.
Yeah, that makes
You
sense.
can't actually see.
That makes sense.
Wait, so China's the only place with like the labor, like the sweat workshops?
No.
That's what you said.
No, I said Nike.
No, I said no. I mean, is China like the only place where they have them?
No, it's a lie. It's not.
Where else was it?
Have you heard of Iraq? Have you heard of third world countries? Have you heard of almost anywhere?
Alright, moving on.
Yeah, we can move on. Interesting little fact for you here. 8.9% of our whole population on this planet. What was that say? Yeah, okay. 8.9% of the world is hungry. And we need to actually solve this. So that, like, okay, we have what? We have what, right? 7 point some billion people?
Yeah.
Right? Almost 1 billion people are starving. That's like,
Crazy.
it is.
Yeah.
Poor public policies. Systematic problems. Like low investment in, as I said before, agriculture. Or infrastructure. Infrastructure. Oh. Stop. It often leads to food not making it from separate countries. Like a big problem in like organizations trying to solve world hunger is they try and like ship food to these other countries, and like lots of it wastes away on like boats and stuff because of the water and the humidity, and it rots all the food and stuff. But that doesn't really have much to do with that. So it like actually yeah it does, because like it stops food from making it to separate countries as much as they need it because of poor distribution laws. So like, oh, you're not allowed to do this, or the tariffs on some like trades that they have to move are too much. Then countries just can't afford that.
Oh my god.
that we're working, like I said before. Bread for the World, the Hunger Project, CARE, World Food Program. These organizations do such by delivering food, sometimes in person, sometimes by mass amounts, to other countries that are in need of all this food. Like dire conflicts, like World War II. Or Ukraine, sorry. In World War II. They had a massive famine. That friendly countries would, they had to aid them and, help them out. But 8% of their population still died. So that's kind of. This is important. This is the most important takeaway that you can take away from it.
I need to write this down.
Well, you probably should.
Can you study this?
Is this gonna be the exam?
Please tell me a little bit.
Please tell me, Louie, what
What the
one
question
point
all
did
you
you
gonna
take away from my
Because
presentation?
you already know I'm gonna remember So I did.
Glad I didn't go
Dude,
first.
no.
I have a question.
Yeah, oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Do you think hungry would be more of a problem if people didn't die from diseases?
Could you just repeat that again?
If people didn't die from diseases so often, do you think more people would be hungry?
Yeah, probably. You know why? Because there'd be more people. Although it could also, people could not be hungry. So, right, that's where you have your dilemma and your problem. You've got more people to feed, but you've got more people to work for that food. Yes, sir.
Is overpopulation a problem?
It's the same problem, right? Overpopulation rate now isn't much of a obviously 840 million people are still quite hungry, and they don't have all that food. So yeah, it's a little bit of a problem.
Alicia,
You have a question?
it's your turn.
That was the
Isaac, what
greatest
is your plan to
president.
fix this
Dude, we
problem?
have
What are you gonna do to fix this?
I'm just
problem?
raising awareness.
That has to go on YouTube.
Turn it on.
Dude, that has to go on YouTube.